Okay, hello, welcome back to another live stream. Today we're gonna be doing the same thing as before. We're gonna be looking at the Bitcoin price, examining where it's gonna go, and we're gonna be talking about some other major news as well. Some pretty interesting things and why this price has been shifting so much recently and why it's dropping right now. But yeah, welcome to my stream. Now I'm using basically TradingView, and I have a couple indicators that are open. First indicator I have is the liquidity sweep indicator, and this is very informative. I really like it because it shows you the price is trying to go. For example, like here, there's a big liquidity sweep. That's why the price is trying so hard to go down all the way from here and all the way down here. And here, if the price actually reaches this certain point, because there's a major, basically long liquidity sweep here, the price will even drive to this area. If this reaches here, it will drive all the way like a little bit even more down. Yeah, which it looks like it actually might do very soon right now. Oh, yeah, we just called it. It just did. It just happened right now. We said like if it reaches this area, it's gonna go down, and it probably will go down a little bit more. But yeah, this is because this is a liquidity sweep area. So basically, this is where a lot of positions are open right now to for saying that Bitcoin were long. So they put contracts into long the position, long the Bitcoin price, saying that Bitcoin will be even uh, be like go higher even. So if they're betting basically that Bitcoin will go higher. So if it doesn't go high to a certain price point, then it will like liquidate their bet position or bet size, which is what is happening right now, and that's why the price, when it reached this specific area, it went down all the way to 87,000 like 700, and it might even go down even more now to around this area. Yeah, we called it. See, because this I really like this indicator, and it liquidated this position as well, this very huge, and it liquidated other positions that are even here from the very start, from around here. So a lot of people also who put positions from this time got liquidated right now as well, which is very interesting. You can see another new liquidity sweep just dropped because there's a lot of selling that's happening right now. So the price is driving very fast. So a lot of buyers are trying to save the price from going down. So they are putting money against it, but it still liquidated them again. Yeah. See, that's why like when it started here, there's buyers, but now there's sellers. But yeah, this is very interesting. We saw it happen live. Like we literally called it when it was like around here, saying that if it reaches here, it will go all the way down, and it basically just did exactly that. Which is very interesting, and it's literally liquidating so many positions right now. You can see that it liquidated all of this. So a lot of people just lost money. I'm not sure if this is the correct liquidity sweep, because the like level, because it just appeared over here. It might disappear in a little bit as well, but a lot of maybe because a lot of people are buying to stop their to basically stop losing more money than what they put in. That's why the price right now is dropping hard, because there's this liquidity sweep that we just saw, similar to what's happening here, which if the price basically, if this price goes around here, it will also drop to like here. So yeah, welcome to the live. Um, yeah, we're just talking about the Bitcoin price right now, and we have a couple indicators and basically trader view, which I really like. This is like basically my favorite indicator that I use, the Lux Algo liquidity sweeps. It is very basic, it's very good, but it shows you exactly where the market like wants to go basically. So it's very nice, and it's almost like a guarantee of exactly where it hit, and like what happens after it hits it. So it's very interesting. But yeah, similarly here, basically the same as here. So if this basically hits here, it went down all the way here. So if this also same hit here, it will go all the way down here, which it might actually do. But because this, I'm not sure if it's a newer liquidity. Yeah, see? Yeah, it went down very, very fast. We knew that it's gonna happen. We just saw it live. So yeah. But yeah, this is basically just it going down very, very fast. So if you shorted at that time, it would have been very, very profitable for you. But yeah, this is the first one, the liquidity sweep lux algorithm. This is very basic and a lot of people use it. And I think it's a very good indicator. The other indicator, these bubbles over here, the basically liquidation levels, it shows you where a lot of like liquidation levels are. That's where you kind of can see where the price is going. Like for example, the reason why it didn't really shot up as much here, because it tried to reach here and liquidate it a little bit, but then the price started to get to the middle and then liquidate a lot more at the bottom here. That's why it reaches all the way all to the bottom right now. But oh my god, the price is driving, it's like dropping like crazy. It dropped even harder right now to where it kind of, it started here, I'm pretty sure. And now it's dropping so fast. This liquidity sweep just destroyed the price. There was a lot of liquidation areas that are here. That's why the price is dropping very fast. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. But yeah, it's sitting around 87,000 now, which is insane because when we started it was 88,000. 88,000 around this area, I think, or 88,000. And now it's at 87,200, which is a pretty huge difference. Almost like what has been going on for the past like 2 hours. But yeah, it's even now probably might drop under that because there's so much liquidation that is around this area and this area as well. So if it keeps dropping, it will liquidate even more, which will make it drop even more unless buyers start stepping in and buying more, which they will try to save probably soon. Wow, it's tanking again, yeah. We knew it was tanking though. We saw that it's gonna tank from even from the start here. We knew that it might like if it started from here and it reached this area over here from this indicator specifically, then it would have tanked already from the start here. But because it reached it at like after we started the live around this time, we knew that it was going to drop pretty hard. And you can rewind the live and see that I called it. But yeah. But yeah, now the price actually might drop under 87,000 because it's a pretty solid number, but there's a lot of liquidation around that time. But yeah, and now there's even more liquidation at the bottom here, and there's this one that's been there for a very long time. I don't know if it will actually hit, or is it already like the positions got liquidated or not. But we can see that there's this position and this position at the bottom. Yeah, it already finished, so this might even drop even more now. See? Yeah, we already knew this second it hit. We already knew this second it hit, and it's 86,800. So if you would have shorted the position, so many people literally got liquidated in the last like couple minutes right now. All of this that kind of saved all of this position that went on literally just got liquidated right now. And because this is the next liquidity area, we basically, because this is the next liquidity area, it means that if it also reaches, let's actually make this longer and like do this so we make it more clear. Let's shorten it then. Yeah, if it oh, it did already reach it, but it will probably drop even more now because it reached the liquidation zone of the rest the rest of the areas. Or it already did went down. Yeah, it did, which is very interesting. Yeah, see, it went down. We already knew. We already knew that it's going to happen. We called it as well. It's continuing. It's continuing to go down, and it will probably, if this still a new is still is a new liquidation, basically liquidation sweep, then hitting here will drop it down. Yeah, will drop it down. This is very interesting. All of this just from this simple liquidity sweep. That is wild. That is very, very wild. Just knowing that this will liquidate the price, this will make the price go down. We called it that it's going all the way down. But yeah, so this is the price right now. It's 86,000. We called it it's going to drop under 86,000, 87,000, and it's sitting around 86,600 right now. But I don't think it will actually go a lot more down because there isn't any major liquidation hotspots unless we're looking at 86,000 mark. But I don't think it will go all the way down to 86,000 because these liquidation hot marks are like liquidation bubbles are not that much really. But yeah, this was a very, very solid start. It's literally just using one indicator, and it literally told us exactly where the price is going and how it's gonna go. But yeah. Can someone explain to me how to get all this together? Okay, so what I'm using right now is a program called TradingView, and it's a very good program. It just shows you all the market prices of a lot of cryptocurrency, a lot of like other like trading as well, like the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq or something like that. Will show you here as well, and it has like basically indicators as well. So it will show you like which you can add your own indicators, which is what I did over here. So for example, these indicators, the first one I have over here, which is my favorite indicator. Oh, look at that price. Wait, let's just talk first about this price. It is liquidating even more right now. Yep, it's liquidating even more. It's going down like crazy. If it goes around this hotspot, I believe a lot of traders will try to stop it around this area because this is pretty big liquidation spots. But yeah, so many people. Yeah, see, we said that a lot of traders will try to stop it at this area because their next liquidation spot is pretty close around this area as well. So they will try to like hold the price level at this zone, but there's still a lot of selling volume that's happening right now. Yeah, it's going down, yeah. But if we shorted the position from what I told you at the very top here, it would have been crazy profitable. But yeah, as I was saying, how to actually get this together. So you just download a program called TradingView, and then you just basically have your own indicators and use your own like basically trading platform. The the first indicator that I was talking about is this one, which is my favorite indicator. It shows a little bit, but it's not very often. It doesn't show very often. But my favorite one is the liquidity sweeps. It just shows you exactly, and you can place your order during that time as well, where if it like drops right below where the liquidity sweep is, like around this mark, we said that it will go down very sharp, and it did go down very sharp, as you can see from now. The other liquidity, the other indicator that I use is the liquidity, basically liquidation levels. So this shows you where a lot of people will get liquidated. Okay, we can also see right now there's another liquidity sweep going on that's starting right now. I don't know if this is an official one or this is just buyers trying very hard. So if this actually passes here, this will continue to go down. Yeah, see, it passed. It will go down even more, a little bit more. Give it a couple seconds. Yeah, see, we just knew that it's going down. We just knew it's going down. We can call it. It's so easy. Yeah, it's already liquidated the position, so we can we can tell that it actually did that, which is very, very interesting. This is very good. This is very good to use these specific indicators. So yeah. But yeah, these are very nice. The other indicator that I was talking about is the liquidity, basically liquidation levels. This shows you basically the overall levels of where the liquidation is. This is similar to like a liquidation heat map, or even similar to this where this liquidation level is. Liquidity sweep is. Oh, look at that! It's dropping even harder now, which is very interesting. It might have another liquidity sweep at the very bottom here, because a lot of buyers are going to try to save it, not going under 86,000. But yeah, it's around 86,200 now, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, them is spinning down nonstop. It is, but the thing is, like, we knew it was spinning down literally just from this specific area over here. We were saying that because the price kind of was hovering around this specific area. Right now it's at 86,200. Okay. Oh, it's dropping even harder now. It's dropping very hard. But we were talking about the price around this specific liquidation hotspot. If it reaches this area, we said that the price will go down, and it did go down. We did I wasn't sure exactly how much, but this is very, very significant. Yeah, market is red everywhere today. Yeah, it's everywhere. Like literally, even gold, silver, Ethereum is actually in the positive right now, but a little bit. But if we see here, this actually, oh, it liquidated a big spot at the left here, which means it might even liquidate even more. It started literally like almost as low as like where it started a bit ago. But yeah, so this is why I really love using this specific indicator. It's a very, very informative indicator, because it will show you literally where the price is going, and it does that all the time. Oh, it's liquidating so many positions. It's literally liquidating positions from like hours ago. But it's still dropping like crazy. There isn't even any let's see if there's any like news about this, talking about what's happening right now. Because the recent news from TradingView, which usually has a lot of updated news, is like like 2 hours ago. But it's just insane that it went from all the way from literally 89,000 today, even like a couple hours ago, 89,000 to literally 85,000. That is a crazy price difference, because it was trying so hard to reach this specific level, and now it's liquidating so many positions. I doubt it will actually reach any of this. I think it will just stay at around 85,000. Yeah, it's a bear run. It is. It is a bear run. It's a very big bear run. But we kind of called it at the very like start. We knew it was gonna happen literally just because the specific liquidation and another like smaller liquidation areas, like here and here. So it was very, very like kind of obvious that it will actually like go down pretty high when we saw it at the very edge here. But yeah, now as I was saying, even because a lot of people got liquidated around this zone, the other liquidation levels around here, the price will try to stabilize around this specific area at least for a little bit, because this is just a major liquidation hotspot even from a bit ago, like right now. So yeah, now the price is sitting around 85,900. I think it will hover around this specific zone for a little bit, and then it will decide whether to go up or down depending on the new liquidation areas. I think it will probably just go up a little bit, because this was a major down like bear market right there. It's going up pretty high right now, to be honest. It went like it went up 500 or like $300 in the last like minute or two, but after dropping like a couple of thousand. So this is very interesting right now. But yeah, it should probably most likely it will not reach these specific zones. A lot of buyers will try to like stop it from reaching this specific zone. So it will try to stop around this specific area, because if it reaches these specific zones, it will liquidate a lot more buyers. We can even see at the bottom there's more liquidation levels. But yeah, for now the momentum will kind of be very equal, I think, at least for a couple minutes, unless something insane like this happened. But yeah, we can see kind of like it went extremely, it felt extremely hard, even liquidating very like older positions. But now, yeah, we called it is just gonna stay around this specific area at least for a little bit, unless like a lot of people just start buying or selling. We will see a live. But yeah, for example, like right there, there's a lot of selling momentum that just started. But yeah, the price is sitting around 86,000 now, which is very low compared to our previous, even previous live stream. We watched how it went all the way up to like 90,000, and then it went down back again to 87,000. We talked. I said about how it was stabilizing, I think around here, and then it shot up more, and then it went down back again. But yeah, now the price is around 85,900, which is interesting, very interesting. The thing is, we call that it will like basically stay around this specific zone at least for a little bit, because it got like that price difference was insane in a very short amount of time. And usually when when it sells very quickly, it doesn't go up as quickly. Like what we saw back here, going up was pretty insane, but it went down also very insane. But when it goes down pretty significantly fast, it still takes its sweet time going up all the way up there. You know, it still is pretty slow to go back up. So for now, it will stabilize at least a little bit into around the 86,000 price mark for a little bit, and then it will either decide on how where the positions are. We will see where the positions are, and then we will know whether it's gonna like if it reaches almost a certain position, we will know where it's gonna try to go next. But yeah, another price around 85,700, which is very, very fast. Very fast dropping. But yeah, it should hover around that for at least a little bit now. Yeah, and the insane thing, and it already lost where the price where it started, 85,700. But yeah, it liquidated other very old positions now. Yeah, it keeps liquidating older positions. Um, but yeah, yeah, you can see that there's a basically smaller volume of a liquidation zone, basically like a liquidity sweep here, and it but I don't think this is like an accurate one. Yeah, actually it was. Yeah, it was similar to what happened up there in a very very small volume. We see that it did drop the price even more down because it passed through the liquidity sweep. So we just said we need to wait and see, and this is what we did. We did wait and see. Yeah, it's gonna liquidate a lot of positions. It already did liquidate so many other positions, but a lot of people are still trying to save all of these positions because this is a pretty huge amount of liquidation compared to even here. Compared to here, I mean. But yeah, the price now is sitting at 85,600. This is the lowest it's been in like a couple hours now. Yeah, right bottom. It's very, very, very low. But it's very interesting because we called it at the start. We knew that it's going to happen. We knew it was going to do that literally just from this specific area. We knew that it's going to go down. But here we cannot really see as much information about the liquidity sweeps. We just know, like if you have a liquidation heat map or something, then it will show you better. But here it doesn't really do that. Like there is other liquidation heat maps, but for me, I don't like using it because this one is much simpler and much easier to understand and to explain to other people. But yeah, now the price is sitting around 85,500. Basically, the like so low compared to what happened. It lost like 3,000 literally in just like 20 minutes. But we kind of knew that it was happening and it was going to happen. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, we can see the price now. It's not very informative because there's still so much liquidation at the very bottom here. So if there's even more basically there's even more like short positions, they will try very hard to drive the price even more down to hit this specific zone, which it looks like it's not really happening as much, but there's still, this is still the new candle. We still need to see like the actual trading volume itself, but because also this is a lot of like liquidation hotspots, a lot of buyers are like long positions now, not short positions, are trying to save their money. We said that the price will not reach like these specific areas because if it reaches these specific areas, it will liquidate so many positions, which already did liquidate a little bit. But here it will liquidate even more because there's older positions, even from way before the long and short areas, like all the way back here. So, but yeah, so here, this is why it's not really going down as much, or it's trying to sustain this specific level because these are pretty big liquidation spots. Or like this is basically what a lot of people like lost their money at. But yeah, as I was saying, like we can see the liquidation here. This the yellow ones are technically the liquidations because there's red ones as well. But yeah, here the price we said it will stabilize around this area. It's not gonna go anywhere crazy anytime probably soon, but we need to still double check and wait for the prices to know what's gonna happen. Yeah, so basically, literally, $150 million worth of longs liquidated from the crypto market in the past 30 minutes. This last 30 minutes right here was worth $130 million that were lost from the crypto market. They just got liquidated. It's basically all of this over here. This is all like 130 million, $150 million worth of crypto, or 130 million. But yeah, now the price is kind of sustainable around, or like trying to be around 86,000, which we thought it would stand around because there's a lot of also liquidation zones at the very bottom. But yeah, we still are checking the price is going up again. Yeah, it's around 85,900, which is insane compared to what happened. But it's yeah, because we still are not still are not like 100% sure about where the price is going yet, because this is very, very but yeah, we can kind of understand and see what's happening right now. So this is very, very interesting and very informative. The price right now is sitting around 85,795, which is very, very low. But the thing is, it's insane. How fast it got liquidated at the very top here. We can see that it was already at 88,000 around that level, and then after a little bit, it hit that level of 87,700, which we said that it will drop the price pretty significant, but not to this extent. This is very, very fast. But yeah, you can see where the actual liquidation levels are for sellers and buyers here. We can kind of even like know which ones are which just based on their location even. But yeah, this is very, very interesting. The price right now is kind of stabilizing around like 85,700, but it's still very, very uncertain where it's gonna go, because it usually does not mean that the price is going up as much as fast as it went down right now. But yeah, the price right now are 85,880, and just been sitting around that actually for a pretty long time. And we were talking previously actually about certain like articles. And not convincing enough to enter now. Yeah, it is. It's not convincing enough to enter now. We actually talked about it at the very top here about how it was kind of a pretty nice area to enter for for shorting, but it's very, very hard at this time right now to determine which way it's going, because it already liquidated so many positions. And it didn't even show the newest like liquidity sweeps that will actually tell you where the price is trying to be, because of how uncertain the actual price of the market is. We were also talking about the article that I was saying about, which like the article also touches on like sentiment, which is an under like appreciated component of washout dynamics. So extreme bearish sentiment often coincide with local lows, but not like always. So sentiment indicators are most useful when combined with positioning data, volatility measures, and liquidity metrics. On their own, they are incomplete. So fear can persist longer than like traders expect, especially in uncertain macro environments, like what just happened like a little bit ago. So one of the reasons the 180,000 figure really gained attention is because it challenges completely the current emotional anchoring. So after sharp like pullbacks, market participants often anchor to recent lows and assume limited upside. Large upside projections feel unrealistic in those moments, but when markets do not move linearly, when conditions shift, repricing can be violent in both directions. So that does not make like extreme outcomes likely. It makes them possible. But yeah. But yeah, now it's sitting around 86,100. Uh, and it's been hovering around this area for a little bit. We kind of called it that it's gonna stay around that for a little bit of time at least, or it will try to like some of the people who lost money will try to buy back to try to long the positions again, because a lot of people got liquidated in this area. Literally 150 million, 130 million dollars. Now, what is also like factual is that Bitcoin market structure today is different from earlier cycles. So the presence of spot ETFs, institutional like custodians, and regulated on-ramps has changed how capital enters and exits the market. This can dampen volatility in some like phases and amplify it in others. So it also means that historical analogs from pre-ETFs eras must be applied cautiously. So another element often overlooked in these discussions is supply behavior. So long-term holders historically reduce selling pressure during deep corrections, while short-term capsulate this dynamic can contribute to sharp rebounds once selling pressure is exhausted. However, this behavior is observable only after the fact. It cannot be known within like certainty in real time. But we can see right now the price is around 86,000, and this is like nearly exactly where it started off when the market first opened. But yeah, it's around 86,140 right now. Literally exactly almost how it started, and there isn't even like any like news about all the liquidations that happened the couple minutes ago from TradingView. But you can see even the buyers are still trying to buy back. So if someone said that they opened a long positions a bit ago, then they are making a pretty decent amount of profit. But yeah, as I was saying, like the news BTC article does not claim otherwise. It reports on a chart shared by a macro researcher and contextualizes it within like bear cycle discussions. The problem arises when readers interpret conditional analysis as conviction. That is not what the source material supports. So it doesn't really show. So it doesn't really show like the